Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Ram
Rama, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare.
Hayagriva, Hayagriva, Hayagriveti yo vadet,
I
Tasya
agree.
Devani, Janhu Kanya Pravahavat,
I agree with you. Tasya nisarate avana jannu kanya pravahavat.
Abhramam Bhangarahitam, Ajadam Vimalam Sada, Ananda Tirtha Matulam Bhaje Tapatrayapaham,
Abramam brangayatam ajadam vimanam sada ananda tirtha mutlam bhaje tapatrayapaham.
Tapaswadhyaya Shushrosha, Krishna Puja Ratam Munim, Vishvesham Ishtatam Vande Parivrat Chakravartinam.
Tapasya Shushan
Tapaswadhyaya
tapaswadhyaya
Shushruषा
Sushrushan
Krishna Puja
Krishna Puja
Ratam Munim
Ratam Munim
Vishveshamistadam
Vishvesham Ishtadam
Vande
Vande
Parivrat
Parivarat
Chakravartinam.
Chakravartinam.
It is stotra of our Acharya Sri Vishveshtir Swamiji, who was always immersed in tapas. Tapas means the daily tapasya, the japa, etc. Swadhyaya, his own study of Vedas. Shushrusha, and he used to serve the society. That is very important thing, that he instilled that thing in all his disciples. And Krishna Puja, he thought everything that he does is worship of Krishna. So, Tapaswadhyaya Shushrusha Krishna Puja Ratam, he is immersed in all these things. Vishvesham Ishtadam, and he fulfills our desires. That's why Vishvesham Ishtadam. Vishvesha Tirtha is Ishtada, who gives us Ishta. One day I bow to him. Parivrat Chakravartinam. He is the emperor of all the sannyasins. It is the shloka praising our Acharya Swamiji, Vishweshtir Swamiji, because himself he taught all of us, and he tried and he strived all of his life to improve the health and the knowledge in the society, compassion in the society, unity in the society. So because of his inspiration, we started this Krishna Bhakti Peetha registered trust, where we are doing many activities, and we are not at full timer because of the academic job that I have still, but we will carry out many more activities in future with his grace. That we will start now. I will share the screen. Now, it is very strange in the Ramayana. There is no description about the activities of these four sons when they were very much young. Only one or two shlokas are there which describe that all of them were together and they were happy with each other. But there is no detailed description like that we see in the Krishna Avatara. Krishna did this thing and that thing, and he took everybody into task by his just plays everything. But that such detailed description is not available in the Ramayana. So we are going to their marriage straight away. There is not even a hint of Upanayana also. Hmm. But it does not mean that they did not have Upanayana. They must have had one. अथ राजा दशरथः
राजा दशरथः
अथ राजा दशरथः
तेषां दारक्रियां प्रति
तेषां
तेषां दारक्रियां प्रति
चिन्तयामास धर्मात्मा
चिन्तयामास
धर्मात्मा
सोपाध्याय सबान्धवः
सोपाध्याय सबान्धवः.
That's all. But there is one shloka. पितृशुश्रूषणरता धनुर्वेदे च निष्ठिताः ते चापि मनुजो व्याघ्राः वैदिकाध्ययने रताः. There is one shloka before the Atharaja Dasharatha, before this shloka. So all of them got initiated into Dhanurveda, the primary, the mastery that Kshatriya should have. So Dhanurvede cha nishtitaha, and also Vaidika Dhyane Rathaha. They all studied all the Vedas. So that's over. Their education is over. Now the King Dasharatha, he is thinking about their marriage. What is the age? Rama was only 16. Then he was thinking that he should be. So all of you to mute when you are not reciting shlokas. So Rama is only 16 and all of others, they are in the same age. And now Dasharatha is thinking about their marriage. Atha Raja Dasharatha. Atha then Raja Dasharatha, King Dasharatha. Tesham Darakriyam Prati Chintayamasa. He started thinking about his thinking about the marriage of his sons. Tesham Darakriyam Prati Chintayamasa. Dharmatma. Why? Because he is Dharmatma. When their education is over, what is then to be done? What is the other thing that they should do? They should be happy having married. That is the thing. And that is the dharma. Because once they are in education, when they are in education, they will be highly devoted to education. But when education is over, then they should be married. Dharmatma. That's why he knows the dharma. Swapadhyaya sabandhavaha. And all his relatives and his upadhyaya, the Vasishtha, everybody was there, and he discussed Chintayamasa. It is not only the Chintana is not only the thinking, but it is discussion. So Chintayamasa Dharmatma Sopadhyaya Sabandhavaha. He requested his upadhyaya, that is Vasishtha Maharshi, and also his other relatives, maybe from Kausalya side also. So he is now discussing about the marriage. But immediately one thing, very terrible act happened. You will read that shloka. Tasya Chintayamanasya
तस्य चिन्तयमानस्य
Mantri Madhye Mahatmanah
मंत्री मध्ये
महात्मनः
Abhyagachan Mahateja
अभ्यागच्छन् महातेजा
Vishvamitro Mahamunihi.
विश्वामित्रो महामुनिः.
Okay, he was discussing with all his mantris and all other ministers and with his relatives. So everybody was there. Tasya Chintayamanasya. Tasya means Shashti Bhakti that Dasharatha was discussing along with his ministers. Tasya Mahatmanaha, it is in the Shashti Bhakti. But it means when he was discussing this thing, that is marriage, Vishvamitra Mahamuni, he was mighty and great Rishi, Vishvamitra, he came to his palace. Just he was discussing with himself, with all his ministers. Now Vishvamitra arrived at the door. So, and Vishvamitra, Abhyagachat, he came in front. Abhyagata means it is our, like a guest. Abhyagata, that's why we call guest as Abhyagata. Abhyagata means coming in front. Mahadejaha, who was great power. Vishwamitra Mahamuni, he is a great Muni, Vishwamitra. Mahamuni, because he was Kshatriya and then he wanted to throw away his Kshatriya jati and he wanted to become Brahmana. So he did great tapasya and he became Vishwamitra Mahamuni. So Vishwamitra means Vishwasya Amitram. He is the all friend of this universe. Because when he was a Kshatriya, he had quarrel with Vasishtha Maharshi. But when he became Brahmarshi, when he became Brahmana by his tapasya, he became friend to all the world, whole the world. That's why Vishwasya Amitram. Not only one few parts of the Vishwa, but the whole world, to whole world he became Mitra. That's why Vishwamitra. Otherwise, Vishwamitra. It should be Vishwamitra. But here, Vishwa Amitra. That's why Vishwamitra. He came, and he came. Of course, it is not possible that anybody will enter the inner chamber of the palace without interruption. He stood at the door and he asked the doorkeeper that I have come. Please inform your Dasharatha that Vishwamitra has come. Please, you go fast. Inform Vishwamitra. Inform Dasharatha. So all these doorkeepers, they ran to inform Dasharatha that Vishwamitra has come, because everybody knew the high anger and high temperament of the Vishwamitra. High temperament of Vishwamitra. He would curse immediately if something is not done in his favor. Tachrutva vachanam tasya radnyo veshma pradudruvuhu. Sambranta manasa sarve. Ramayana says everybody was confused. Everybody was in haste. So immediately they ran and informed Dasharatha. Te gatva rajabhavanam Vishwamitra rishim tada praptam avedayamasu nripaya ikshvaku tada. So he was informed, Dasharatha was informed that Vishwamitra has come, and he welcomed Vishwamitra, and he gave Arghya and Padya to Vishwamitra Rishi, and then he spoke to Vishwamitra. He spoke to Vishwamitra. It is there. तेषां तद्वचनं श्रुत्वा सपुरोधः समाहितः प्रत्युज्जगाम संहृष्टः ब्रह्माण्डमिव वासवः. And Ramayana says, Sadrishtva Jwalitam Deeptya Tapasam Samshrita Vratam. This Vishwamitra is like a burning fire. Jwalitam Deeptya. Because he is always immersed in the great tapasya. He is like a fire. Tapasam Samshrita Vratam. He had been always in the vrata. So he gave Arghya and Padya. And he gave Arghya and Padya to Vishwamitra. Vishwamitra accepted Arghya Padya and he asked, how you are? Is everything fine in this Ayodhya? Dasharatha said everything is fine. Now, Atha Hrashtamana Raja
अथ हृष्टमना राजा
Vishwamitram Mahamunim
विश्वामित्रं महामुनिम्
Uvacha Paramodaro
उवाच
उवाच परमो
परमोदारो
दारो
Hrushtastam Abhipujayan.
दृष्टस्तम अभिपूजयन्
हृष्टस्तमपि पूजयन्
Atha Hrashtamana. And he was highly happy. This Dasharatha Hrashtamana. He is very much happy that Vishwamitra has come. Hrashtamana, having pleased mind, Raja, this Dasharatha, Vishwamitra Mahamunim Uvacha. He spoke to Mahamuni Vishwamitra. Paramodaraha, highly kind person, this Dasharatha. Udara means he can give anything if he is asked for. Hrishtaha, and he is happy. Tam Abhipujayan, worshipping that Vishwamitra, he spoke this word. Hmm. What he spoke, that will be narrated in the next shloka. अथ हृष्टमना राजा विश्वामित्रं महामुनिम् उवाच परमोदारो हृष्टस्तमभिपूजयन्. That is over now. Now he says, Dasharatha said, you have arrived at Ayodhya. It is a great fortune for all of us. It is a great moment for all of us because you are here. You are such a great yogi. You are here means we have done very much punya in our previous lives. He says this with many examples. यथामृतस्य संप्राप्तिर
यथामृतस्य
यथा
संप्राप्तिर्
अमृतस्य संप्राप्तिर्
यथा वर्षमनूदके
यथा
यथा
वर्षमनूदके
वर्षमनूदके
यथा सदृशदारेषु
यथा
यथा
सदृशधारेषु
सर्वदारेषु
पुत्रजन्माप्रजस्य च
पुत्रजन्म
पुत्रजन्म
प्रजस्य च
प्रजस्य च
प्रणष्टस्य यथा लाभो
नष्टस्य यथा
नष्टस्य
लाभो
यथा लाभो
यथा हर्षो महोदयः
यथा हर्षो
यथा हर्षो
महोदयः
महोदयः
तथैवागमनं मन्ये
तथैवागमनं मन्ये
तथैवागमनं मन्ये
स्वागतं ते महामुने.
स्वागतं ते
स्वागतं ते
महामुने.
महामुने.
He said, it is like reaching to Amrita. Your arrival in this Ayodhya is like that we are obtaining the Amrita. Amrita se samprapti. When we get the Amrita, immediately we are immortal. So Amrita samprapti, obtaining this Amrita is a very high thing. Yatha varsha manudake. And rain that happens in desert. Anudaka means without water. What is without water? Desert is without water. In the desert that is without water, when rain happens, everybody will be happy. In this manner, you have arrived in this Ayodhya. Yatha sadrushadareshu putrajanma aprajasya cha. One person is childless. Now he got a son in his wife. So he will be highly happy. For long he had no children. Now he got children. So he will be highly happy. Yatha sadrushadareshu. In the worthy wives, it is sadrusha dareshu. This dareshu word is in the plural, Saptami Bhakti plural, but it does not mean that one has to get so many sons in his so many wives. This word dara is always in the plural. So sadrusha dareshu means in his worthy wife, putra janma, having children. Aprajasya, To the person who is childless, it is like the delivery of a son in his worthy wife. Sadrusha Dareshu. This translator has written that like the birth of sons by worthy wives, one does not need so many sons in so many wives. One wife and one son is enough to be happy. This Sadrusha Dara word is always in the plural. That's why Sadrusha Dareshu it is written here. So it is like your arrival here in the Ayodhya is like having son or birth of a son in his worthy wife. Pranashtasya yatha labha. Pranashta means it is one thing is lost. Lost means it is not available. It is somehow hidden somewhere else in our own house or in other house or it may be elsewhere. So, but again we get it, recover it. Pranashtasya yatha labha. Labha means we are recovering it. So pranashtasya labha, when which something the last thing and we recover the last thing, that will be high movement. Yatha harsho mahodayah, and one person he will be high rich in one night. He will be highly happy. Yatha harsho mahodayah. Maho udaya means getting prosperity, and the joy that is caused by prosperity is called as harshaha mahodayah. Mahodaya is the boundless prosperity. So these things are highly pleasing. Amrita Samprapti, Anudake Varsha, Putra Janma, Pranashta Labha, and Mahodaya. These are all things which make us happy. Your arrival here in this Ayodhya can be counted in this line of these things. Tathaiva Agamanam Manye. Your arrival here is also highly appreciable. It will be making us joyful. That's why I feel your arrival is like this Amrita Samprapti, etc. So I feel it. Tathaiva tava agamanam aham manye. Yeah, I think that your arrival is very high moment. I think so. He Mahamune, O great sage, te swagatam. Welcome to you. You should come. And your arrival here, it gives indication to our high punya. So please let me know what I can do for you, because you have come to my palace. That means you have something in your own mind. So now please tell it. I will fulfill it. That is in the next shloka. Kanchate paramam kamam
Kanchate paramam kamam
karomi kimu harshitaha
karomi kimu harshitah
patra bhutosi me brahman
patra bhutosi me brahman
dishtya praptosi dharmika.
dishtya praptosi dharmika
Te kam paramam kamam karomi. What great desire of yours that I need to fulfill? What great thing that you want from me? What I can do for you? Or kimu harshitaha? Or you may want something else that I will do. Harshitaha, I am highly pleased. And Patrabhutosi may, you are a worthy person to be given donation or whatever the thing that needs to be fulfilled. So Patrabhutaha asi, you are a righteous one, you are the right person for donation. Hmm. May, to me, you are a high worthy person. Brahman, it is the address to Vishvamitra. Dishtya praptosi dharmika. You are dharmika. You are always in the dharma marga. You are performing dharma. You are here. Praptosi. Dishtya praptosi. Dishti means it is high fortune or our punya. Because of our punya, you are here. These rishis, they lived a very difficult life in the forest. Always it is very difficult life in forest because there will be no there will be no city amenities, very forest dwelling, whatever that is available in forest is eaten, and whatever is available in forest that is worn by these people. They lived in a life of isolation for some specific purpose. Otherwise, they would be contaminated by the worldly affairs if they stay in cities, in villages. That's why these people used to go to forest, in the midst of forest. Nobody will come and disturb them. So your arrival here in this Ayodhya is my high fortune. You are come here, you are here, you have come here. It means it is my high fortune. So please let me know what I can do for you. So this Vishwamitra is asking uh, something that will come now. Dasharatha speaks some more words here. Now we will recite this shloka. Purvam Rajarshi Shabdena
पूर्वं राजऋषि शब्देन
Tapasa Jyotita Prabhaha
तपसा द्योतितप्रभः
Brahmarshitvam Anupraptaha
ब्रह्मऋषित्वमनुप्राप्तः
Pujyosi Bahudha Maya
पूज्योऽसि बहुधा मया
Bruhi Yat Prarthitam Tubhyam
ब्रूहि
ब्रूहि यत्
यत्पार्थितं
प्रार्थितं तुभ्यं
Karyam Agamanam Prati.
कार्यमागनं
कार्यमागमनं
मागमनं प्रति.
Everybody knows Vishwamitra's story. He was son of Gadhi. Gadhi had no son, but he had a daughter, and he gave his daughter to Ruchika Rishi. And Ruchika also had no sons, he was just married. And Gadhi's wife, she asked Ruchika Rishi to do something so they will get sons as heir to his throne. Ruchika said, okay, I will do one thing. I will prepare a charu. If you consume that charu, you will get a son. And he prepared two charus, one for his own wife. That is for a son who is Brahmana, who is calm, well versed in Shastras, Vedas. Another charu for his daughter, his mother-in-law, or father-in-law, this Gadhi Raja. How should be a heir to kingdom? He should be valiant, should be very powerful. He should not be calm, but it's very important thing. If he is calm, everybody will ignore his orders. So he prepared a charu for Gadhi in that manner only, for a son who is valiant, powerful, and king-like. So it happened, this wife of Gadhi, she ate the charu that was prepared for Ruchika's wife. She wanted that we'll do something like that. Because she thought that Rishi is a great Rishi. He might have prepared something special for himself that I will take and I will get such a special child. So she took charu prepared for Gadhi's, for Ruchika's wife. And Ruchika's wife, she took charu of Gadhi. So it was exchanged because of some kind of greed of this wife of Gadhi. So immediately he knew it, Ruchika knew it. Ruchika said to his wife, now your son, he will be very powerful man. He will not be able to do tapasya. He is very powerful and greedy and like Hitler, and he is slayer of men. So Ruchika's wife was very much terrified. She said, no, please forgive me. Somehow we will do something. So Ruchika told, okay, I accept it is not your fault. Now your son will be Rishi like me, but your grandson will be a great person. He will be like a king. It happened so. Ruchika's son is Jamadagni. Jamadagni is a high Rishi. He performed tapasya. And his wife is Renuka. She produced Rama. Everybody knows Rama's story. Parashurama. He slaughtered all Kshatriyas for 21 times over this whole world. He made huge tanks of blood in Kurukshetra, Samanta Panchaka. He made 5 tanks full of bloods of these Kshatriya kings. So this was the difficulty of Rachika's family. But Parashurama is a great man and he is considered as avatar of Vishnu. Everybody knows he is considered counted in 10 avatars of Vishnu. Vishnu himself has descended as Parashurama there. And here, Gadhi got a son, Vishvamitra, and that Vishvamitra became Brahmarshi. That story is narrated here. Purvam Rajarshi Shabdena Uktaha. You are a Rajarshi. The Dasharatha is speaking to Vishvamitra now. You are called Rajarshi by word. You are called by word Rajarshi in your earlier life, in your earlier phase of your life. And tapasa Dyodita Prabha. You had even great tapasya in your previous ashrama also. Tapasa, by your tapas, Dyodita Prabha, you are illuminating all over, radiant with the luster of penance. Then you got Brahmarshitvam Anuprapta, because he had high quarrel with Vasishtha Rishi, and Vasishtha defeated Vishwamitra in all kinds of wars. Dhigbalam, Kshatriya Balam, Brahmatejo Balam Balam. At last, Vishwamitra said, no, this Kshatriya's power is useless. Dhigbalam, Kshatriya Balam. Murdabad, Kshatriya power. Jindabad, Brahmana power, he said. Brahmatejo Balam Balam. So I will become Brahmana, he said, and he made great tapasya. And everybody was troubled in Swarga. They came, all the devatas came, and they gave vara to Vishwamitra that you will become Brahmarshi. No one, everybody will accept you as Brahmarshi. So Brahmarshitvam anupraptah. You were a king in his earlier stage of life, but now you renounced your kingdom. You became full-time Rishi. Brahmarshitvam anupraptah. Pujyosi bahudha maya. You are to be worshipped by me in many kinds, various ways. That whatever, if you want to stay here in your palace for many years, many months, or whatever the days, please stay here. Accept our atithya, hospitality. So you are to be worshipped by me in various ways. So now you have come here. Bruhi yat prarthitam tubhyam. What is required by you? Bruhi, tell. Yat tubhyam prarthitam. What is required by you? Karyam agamanam prati. That is the object of your arrival here, your visit here. Agamanam prati karyam. What is the purpose of your arrival here? Please tell me that thing. I will fulfill it. Please let us give chance to serve you. It is the request of Dasharatha. Now he started it. Vishvamitra starts. Tachrutva rajasimhasya
तच्छ्रुत्वा
श्रुत्वा
राजसिंहस्य
राजसिंहस्य
vakyam adbhuta vistaram
वाक्यम्
वाक्य
अद्भुतविस्तरम्
अद्भुतविस्तरं
hrushtaroma mahateja
पुष्टरोमा
हृष्टरोमा
महातेज
महातेजा
vishvamitrobhyabhashata.
विश्वामित्रोऽभ्यभाषत
विश्वामित्रोऽभ्यभाषत.
Tata shrutva, having heard the sentence of king of lion of kings, that is Dasharatha, having heard the sentence of the lion of kings, Vakyam Adbhuta Vistaram. This sentence was very great, Adbhutam, and also Vistaram. Vistaram means he did not speak for half an hour. He might have not spoken for half an hour, Dasharatha. So Adbhuta Vistara means it is not about the quantity of his sentence, but it was the weightage of words, wonderful words, that's all. It is meant here. Vakyam Adbhuta Vistaram. Hrushtaroma. His hair stood, all his hairs all over his body stood because it is so thrilling. Mahateja. And Vishwamitra had great brilliance or radiance. Now that Vishwamitra Abhyabhashata, he spoke. What he spoke is Aham Niyamamatishte
अहं
नियममातिष्ठे
Siddhyartham Purusharushabha
सिद्ध्यर्थं
सिद्ध्यर्थं पुरुषर्षभ
Tasya Vignakaro Dvautu
तस्य
तस्य
विघ्नकरौ द्वौ
भवतु
Rakshasau Kamarupinu
राक्षसौ
राक्षसौ कामरूपिणौ
Marichascha Subahuscha
मारीचश्च
मारीश्चश्च
सुबाहुश्च
सुबाहुश्च
Viryavanto Sushikshitau.
वीर्यवन्तौ
वीर्यवन्तौ
सुशिक्षितौ.
सुशिक्षितौ.
Why Dasharatha had goosebumps all over his body, or Vishwamitra had goosebumps all over his body? Hrushtaroma Mahateja, Vishwamitra. Why Vishwamitra was so thrilled? Because now he had to do one great thing, to take Rama to a forest. That was very difficult thing because Dasharatha will not accept. So Vishwamitra made a trick there. Kurushva Rajashardula Bhava Satya Pratishravah. Please make your promise. You have asked me what I can do for you. Now make a promise that I will do whatever that you ask. Kurushva Raja Shardula Bhava Satya Pratishrava. Pratishrava is the promise. You need to make a true promise to me. Vishvamitra is asking for something very difficult thing. Dasharatha is not aware. So he says, Aham niyamam atishthe. I am doing some tapasya, some yajna for siddhyartham, for some siddhis, some kinds of different or out of world kinds of powers. For that powers, I am following certain rules. Niyamam atishthe. I am following certain rules. Why? Siddhyartham, for siddhi. Purusha Rishabha is the address to Dasharatha. You are a bull among men. So Purusha Rishabha. Rishabha is bull. Purusha is men. So you are bull among the men. That means you are a great man. So I am observing niyama for siddhi. But there is a problem with my efforts. What is the problem? There are two Rakshasas troubling me. Tasya Vignakaro Dvautu Rakshasau. Tasya Vignakaro. For my niyama, these two persons are making troubles. They are giving troubles. And they are creating obstacles for my siddhi. Though Rakshasa, both of them are Rakshasas. And Kamarupinam, they can take any form of their will. That means it is very difficult to recognize them who is coming here. They may come in the form of a police person, or they may come in the form of a rishi also. How can we recognize them? So Rakshaso, Kamaropino, Marichascha Subahuscha. One is Maricha, another is Subahu. Viryavanto, very powerful. Sushikshito, well skilled in creating obstacles. Sushikshito means they are not well versed in Vedas, but they are well versed in creating troubles for others. They are Rakshasas. So these two are creating troubles for obstacles in my yajna, my niyama. Now send Rama that I need Rama for 10-15 days. Rama will be there. He will be taking care of my yajna while I am in niyama. So I will not be speaking. I will not be taking arrow. I know I am very powerful man. I know how to kill all the persons, but I have rules. I am following niyama for siddhi. So I will not be able to curse them. If I curse them, it is against my rule. That's why I will not be able to curse them, or just I can kill them in the midst of my niyama. So Rama should be sent here, and Rama will take care of yajna while I do my niyama. It is the request of Dasharatha. It is the request to Dasharatha by Vishvamitra. Now next shloka. Nachame krodha mutsrashtum
न च मे क्रोधमुत्सृष्टम्
buddhir bhavati parthiva
बुद्धिर्भवति
बुद्धिर्भवति पार्थिव
तथा भूता hi sacharya
तथा
तथा
भूता
भूता हि साचर्या
नशापस्तत्र मुच्यते.
न
न
शापस्तत्र
शापस्तत्र मुच्यते.
What is happening to the Vishvamitra? Vishvamitra is a great Rishi. He is following certain rules for some 10-15 days. And at the end of his niyama, these two Rakshasas will come and they will create all the troubles. So this Vishvamitra's training will not be, his course will not be over. Again, he has to start from very beginning. So he has to get away from that place. He said, I am troubled by these two Rakshasas. Tau mamsa rudhiraukhena vedim tam abhyavarshatam. Tau mamsa rudhiraukhena. Whenever I start yajna for my siddhi, they will throw flesh and blood on my yajna kunda. Vedim tam abhyavarshatam. They are polluting my vedi, yajna vedi, with flesh and blood. So my niyama is corrupted then. So I am highly disappointed. Kratashramaha nirutsaha tasmad desham apakrame. I have to go away from that place. This is happening again and again. Here I cannot curse them. Nachame krodhamutsrashtum buddhir bhavati bharata. I cannot be angry over this Rakshasa or to these Rakshasas. Nachame krodhamutsrashtum. Krodhamutsrashtum. Krodha utsarjana means becoming angry or giving vent to anger. So my mind does not like to give vent to anger. Even though these Rakshasas are troubling my yajna, they are creating obstacles in my yajna, I cannot get angry and curse them. Tatha bhuta hi sacharya. My tapasya is so terse and it has got such nature that I cannot curse anybody else in that yajna. Tatha bhuta hai sacharya. My charya, my rule is so. Tatha bhuta. How is the rule? Na shapas tatra yujyate. Na shapas tatra muchyate. Shapaha tatra na muchyate. I cannot give shapa to anybody else. Then shapaha datum na shakyate. It should have been shapaha datum na shakyate. But it is na shapas tatra muchyate. Muchyate means it cannot escape. Curse cannot escape from my heart when I am in this tapasya. It is peculiar usage. Na shapas tatra muchyate. Shapa mochana. Shapa mochana means it is cursing. And krodha utsarjana means giving vent to anger, getting angry. So both I am not able to do because my tapasya is so. In that tapasya, there is one rule that you should not curse anybody. You should not be angry about anybody. You should be calm. You should be observing this tapasya. So I cannot give curse to anybody else. So now you need to send Rama to my ashrama. Kakapakshadharam shuram
काकपक्षधरं
Pakshadharam Shuram
ज्येष्ठं मे दातुमर्हसि
ज्येष्ठं मे
Jeshtam me datu marhasi
शक्तो ह्येष मया गुप्तो
शक्तो हेष
Shakto
मया
Huesha
गुप्तो
Maya Gupto
दिव्येन स्वेन तेजसा
दिव्येन स्वेन
Divyena
तेजसा
Svena Tejasa
राक्षसाये विकर्तारस्
Rakshasaye
राक्षसारस्
Vikartaras
तेषामपि विनाशने.
तेषामपि
Teshamapi Vinashane.
So now you can send your elder son Kakapakshadharam Shuram Jeshtham, your elder son, who is a very high powerful man, heroic person, me datum arhasi. You can send your elder son to my ashrama. How is Rama? Kakapaksha dharam. Oh. Krishna used to decorate himself with feathers of peacocks, and Rama used to decorate himself with Kakapaksha. Kakapaksha dharam, he was having Kakapakshas. Does it mean that he was decorating himself with feathers of a crow? No. Kakapaksha means side locks. Now I have shaved my head, so there will not be side locks. But when you are having full hair on your head, very long hair, because it was the style of our Kshatriyas earlier. They never had this kind of European cutting, this or that side. So they used to have long hair. And what they will do, they will tie it in backside. It is not like that we see in temples that they will be having only hairs to only up to neck. No, it is not. All our rajas in ancient time, they used to have long hair, long tuft shikha, and they used to tie the shikha here in the backside. So it is illegal to, it is not allowed in Shastra to cut the hair in between. So that is the rule. So when you have such long hair, some of the side locks will be dangling here on both of sides. So that is called Kakapaksha. So Kakapaksha Dharam Shuram, who is having, who is wearing side locks on his both sides of cheeks, such is the Rama. Kakapaksha Dharam Shuram, he is valiant. Jeshtham, elder son of you. Me Datumaras, you can give him to me. Shakto Hyesha, he is capable. Maya Gupta, and I am there. I will protect him. Even Rakshasas come, I will protect him. He will be protected by my divine power. Divine power. Maya Gupta Divyena Svena Tejasa. He will be protected by my divine power. That means I will help him to get over all these difficulties. And I will give Upadesha of many astras to Rama. So he will be able to do whatever decide. Rakshasaye vikartaras teshamupi vinashane. The Rakshasas who are obstacles in my Yajna, Rama will be capable of destroying such Rakshasas. So you don't worry about the safety of Rama. Rama will be safe and he will destroy these Rakshasas and will come back. Don't worry. Okay. He says more words in the next shloka. Nachatau
Nachatau
Ramamasadya
Ramasadya
Shaktau Sthatum Kathanchana
शक्तौ स्थातुं
Shaktau
कथञ्चन
Sthatum Kathanchana
Nacha Putragatam Sneham
न च
Nacha
पुत्रगतं
Putragatam Sneham
Kartumarahasi Parthiva.
कर्तुमर्हसि
Kartumarasi Parthiva.
These two Rakshasas, Maricha and Subahu, they will not be able to stand in front of Rama when they meet Rama. They will not be able to just stand in front of Rama. No, not possible. Rama will immediately kill them. He will not take more than 5 minutes to kill all these two asuras. But you must be worried now because Rama is very young, only 16 now. You are worried that how Rama can defeat these great asuras. Don't worry about Rama. Always you will be having some kind of fondness or love for your son, but you don't make that love stand, stand as obstacle in this great work. न च पुत्रगतं स्नेहं कर्तुमर्हसि पार्थिव. You don't indulge in parental love, so you will be worried and you will think that I should not send Rama there because he is very young. What if he is killed? All these things come into mind. Don't think so. Rama will be able to kill them. Aham vedmi mahatmanam
मानं
अहं वेद्मि महात्मानं
अहं वेद्मि महात्मानं
Ramam satya parakramam
रामं
रामं
सत्यपराक्रमं
सत्यपराक्रमं
vasishthopi mahateja
वसिष्ठोऽपि
वसिष्ठोऽपि
महातेजा
महातेजा
ye che me tapasi sthitaha
ये चे
ये
मे
चे
तपसि
मे
स्थिताः
तपस्ति स्थिताः
तथा कुरुष्व भद्रन्ते
तथा कुरुष्व
तथा
भद्रं
कुरुष्व भद्रं ते
मा च शोके मनः कृथाः.
मा च
मा च
शोक्यम्
शोके मनः कृताः.
Aham vedmi, I know. Whom I know? I know Rama. What you know Rama? I know Rama is a great person. Mahatma. Rama is Mahatma. He will not be defeated by any ordinary persons. Mahatma means he is the bigger soul than all of us. So he is the Parama Purusha. He is Satya Parakrama. His power, his valor is really true. It cannot be defeated at any time. Not only this is known to me, but all the rishis like Vasishtha and others, they all know this thing. Vasishtha api janati. Not only I know this thing about the real nature of Rama, but even Vasishtha and Yecheme tapasisthitaha. Whoever they are immersed in the tapasya, they all know the real nature of Rama. So don't worry about Rama. Tatha kurushva bhadrante. Tatha kurushva means do so as I have ordered you, as I have asked you. Send Rama to my ashrama. Bhadramte. There should be good to you. Macha shoke manah kratha. Don't make your mind into
Hello, Andre.
sorrow. Don't make your mind in grief. Don't be worried. So make your mind decided. Send Rama. I don't need more than 15 days. Dasharatram hi yajnasya Ramam Rajivalocanam Natyeti Kalo yajnasya yathayam mama Raghava. He said, Vishvamitra said, my yajna is of duration of 10 days, 10 nights, not more than 10 days. So that I will finish that yajna, and for 1 or 2 days for travel, we will come back in 15-20 days. Don't worry. Please send Rama. It is the request of Vishvamitra to Dasharatha. Actually, it is request, but it is more than order to Dasharatha. Because everybody knows the high temperament of Vishvamitra. If Dasharatha does not accept the request of Vishvamitra, he will immediately curse Dasharatha. Something will happen to Dasharatha, so he is worried. If he sends Rama to forest, then he does not know what will happen to Rama. If he does accept Vishvamitra's request and sent Rama to forest. That is one thing. Something may happen to Rama. Otherwise, Vishvamitra is here to curse immediately. So he is in difficulty. Both sides are very difficult for Dasharatha now. He is highly worried. Vyethita manaha prachachalacha asanat. He was just turning around in his seat. Prachachalacha asanat. So here we end today's session. Continue tomorrow. Because it is the reply of Dasharatha and story continues. You know the story, but we'll stop here. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare.